Drivers getting penalties for hitting opponents is no new thing in NASCAR, but this time, William Byron is the one who did it, is the new thing. Yes, you heard it right. William Byron was recently penalized for a hit on Denny Hamlin, and it was the same day on which Gibbs was penalized. Hello NASCAR lovers, welcome back to our channel. So now let's get more into the matter. But before we begin, do subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for more such updates. William Byron has docked 25 points and given a fine of $50,000 by NASCAR on 27 September for intentionally spinning title rival Denny Hamlin in a retaliatory maneuver that was overlooked by scoring officials. Hendrick Motorsports has stated that it will appeal the penalty, which resulted in Byron falling to 8 points behind the cut line going into Sunday's race at the Talladega Superspeedway in Alabama. Before the punishment, Byron's lead in the rankings had grown to 17 points and he had moved up to the third place. Gibbs was given a fine of $75,000 and 2311 Racing was deducted 25 owner points by NASCAR on Tuesday for what the sanctioning body referred to as retaliatory vehicle collision on pit road with crewmates in close proximity, second violation, during a race at Texas Motor Speedway. This was the incident's second infraction. As Gibbs was coming out of his pit stall, Ty Dillon came dangerously close to colliding with him. In response, Gibbs retaliated at Dillon while he was racing off the pit road. After sliding to avoid Dillon, Gibbs tried to door slam Dillon and put Dillon's car close to a NASCAR official on pit road. Dillon was ejected from the race for his actions. The Gibbs incident resulted in a higher monetary fine and an apology from Joe Gibbs' grandson on Tuesday. Both of these events took place on September 27 race. In a post on one of his social media accounts, Gibbs stated he needed to have a better grasp of the scenario and his surroundings. He is thankful that no one was hurt and that they can all grow from this experience. The race that took place September 25 in Texas was severely marred by Byron's reckless spinning of Hamlin. After being passed for track position by Hamlin, Byron admittedly felt resentful and he took his anger out on Hamlin by spinning him out during the caution period. Byron commented on his finish after the race that he was forced to leave the room. It's a miracle that they made it. He felt the need to express his disapproval, so he went. He did not intend to punch him and knock him off balance. But this was not it. At first, NASCAR missed this William Byron spin. A senior NASCAR administrator revealed that series officials did not observe William Byron spin Denny Hamlin on the front stretch under caution during the Cup playoff race at Texas Motor Speedway. Even if the referees in charge of the playoffs decide to penalize Byron, as was intimated on that night, the missed call might have significant repercussions for the rest of the series. The incident took place after Martin Truex Jr. lost control of the race after a tire blew out while he was in the lead and crashed in Turn 3 on lap 269 of the 334-lap event. Hamlin slowed down once he saw that the caution lights had been turned on. As a kind of retribution for earlier pushing him against the wall, Byron struck him. Hamlin moved quickly through the infield grass. In addition to not penalizing Byron for his contact with Hamlin, NASCAR did not put Hamlin back in the position he held prior to the incident. What do you think about the penalty that NASCAR gave to William Byron for hitting Denny Hamlin? Let us know in the comments section below, and do subscribe to our channel for more updates on NASCAR. Scott Miller, NASCAR's Senior Vice President of Competition, said after the race, "When they were in the tower, they were paying more attention to what caused the caution and sending out our equipment. They didn't keep an eye on the William Byron and Denny Hamlin situation at all. They observed Denny navigating through the tall grass. By the time they were able to obtain a replay that demonstrated the incident clearly enough to take any action in response to it, the light had already turned back to green. He is not entirely confident that this problem has been fixed to everyone's satisfaction just yet. When they get back to the office, they'll investigate that further." Miller did not provide any other details regarding what NASCAR could accomplish. Hamlin took to social media to voice his disbelief at the words made by Miller. Miller provided the following explanation as to why the officials failed to see the collision between Byron and Hamlin. "The cameras and the monitors that they have got, they dedicate them largely to officiating and viewing our safety vehicles and how to deploy them. They won't be able to watch all of the in-car cameras because there won't be enough room on the monitor in the control tower after they've put all of those cameras up there. If they had rapid access to the camera that was installed in Byron's car, they would have been able to find that information much more quickly, which would have been of great use to us. That is most certainly one of the aspects that they are taken into consideration. Miller claimed that NASCAR would have taken action if they had been made aware of the incident or footage sooner. If they had seen that well enough to react to in real time, which they should have done, like there's no excuse there would probably have been two different courses of action. The first option would have been to put Hamlin back where he was, and the second option would have been to make Williams start towards the back of the line. Tyler Reddick, who won the race, commented that NASCAR needs to address the matter in order to prevent additional incidents of a collision while the caution flag was out in the future. Reddick said, in Williams' case, whether he ran over him on purpose or by accident, there should be some kind of penalty for him on that side, because he completely messed up someone's race, whether he did it on purpose or not. I have the impression that something ought to be done at that location. Byron claimed that he struck Hamlin as a means of expressing his annoyance at being pushed against the wall. According to Byron, he felt Hamlin ran him out of the racing track off of turn 2, and he had an extremely strong impact with the wall. It seemed as though the toe link had been severely twisted, but fortunately it was not completely broken. They were able to proceed with this. When you take that sort of damage, especially when it's that severe, your race is going to be over before it even begins. Byron completely understands rushing somebody close and making a little bit of contact, but that was quite a significant amount. Hamilton did not view it in such a light. In an interview with Kim Kuhn from NBC Sports, Hamlin said, he guessed he can just destroy each other under caution. He attempted to wreck Byron in return. He doesn't think they made any physical contact. Evidently, Byron instructed us to move through the infield with extreme caution. Hamlin responded as follows when asked about the possibility of him speaking with Byron. He kept hearing these guys, but he just added to the list of guys. When he have a chance, they were going to get it. Both Hamlin and his crew chief, Chris Gabehart, expressed their disappointment that NASCAR did not promote Hamlin to second place following the contact. Due to the spin, NASCAR moved Hamlin down the running order for the subsequent restart. Despite Hamlin and his Joe Gibbs Racing team's best efforts, NASCAR did not budge from their decision. After coming in 10th place, Hamlin grumbled. He guessed they could just destroy each other under caution, as he reflected on the race. Byron came in 8th place overall. After the race, NASCAR officials confessed that they could not observe Byron's spin, Hamlin, from their position in the scoring tower. This infuriated Hamlin as well as other senior drivers who pointed out all of the in-car camera perspectives, accessible technology to NASCAR, and the huge television screen inside the Texas infield that showed many replays of the incident throughout the caution period. Hamlin and the other veteran drivers were furious about this. As a result of the penalty assessed to Byron, Hamlin moved up one spot in the standings to take 5th place. Did NASCAR miss Williams' hit intentionally or accidentally? What do you think? Let us know in the comments below. And that brings us to the end of the video. Feel free to let us know what you think about this video. And if you like this video, then please leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more amazing content.